Hello and welcome to episode 4 of Taking the Stress Out of Money. I am Judith Moore, a chartered accountant by profession and a financial educator for women, helping women who want to take control of their finances. The question is, are you that woman who is ready to make 2022 the year you finally take control of your finances by changing your spending and saving habits? The topic this week is all about rising energy prices, increase in interest rates, increase in inflation. What does that all mean for your money? And what can you do about it? This week has been a depressing one. If you had a chance to listen to the news this week, you would have heard about the rise in energy prices and the government's promise to help. The problem here is the government's help often comes with a cost. The government's help often comes with a question mark. Because yes, the government is helping, they are giving with one hand and they are taking with another hand. Remember in 2020, when the pandemic hit, the government offered to help. And the government helped small businesses to retain their staff, to ensure that people like me and you, who were on the job and they are sustaining their families, did not lose their jobs and their livelihood. That was a good gesture by the government. But then, the government has turned around and they've increased the amount of national insurance contributions that will be made by these people. So the government is giving with one hand and they're taking with another hand. So there is always an impact. The government has also offered this time of this energy crisis that they are going to give a discount of £150 to each household. And that is going to reflect on your council tax bill. But in 2023, you're going to pay that money back. And that is going to be done by a direct debit that is going to go out of your account. So it's just like robbing Peter now to pay Paul, and the cycle continues. The Bank of England has also increased the interest rate, the base interest rate, from 0.25% to 0.5%. What does this mean for you and your money? This means that if you had been on a budget like me, then this is definitely a budget breaker. Your energy's actual costs are now higher than what you budgeted for. That is more pounds out of your pocket. Worst of all, it is not one of those costs that you have control over. The interest rate increase also means that the interest rate on your mortgage, if you have one, will increase. This leads to an increase in your monthly repayments. That is more money out of your pocket. And again, this is not cost that you can control. The rate of inflation also increased from 5.1% to 5.4% at the end of January 2022. That means the price of everything in the shops has gone up. We are in the middle of a cost of living crisis. As a woman and homemaker, what can we do about this? There has never been a better time to be more intentional with your money, with our spending. It is time to cut down some of the things that we were spending money on. And in order to do this, I've put together a 5-step process, which I call reset. Step number 1 in the reset process is the letter R. R stands for re-evaluation of your financial priorities. What are the things, whether it be vacationing or buying a new car, whatever it was, re-evaluate it. Whatever it was that you had planned on spending money on, make a re-evaluation and ask yourself whether this thing that I wanted to do, is it still a priority for me? Is it still a priority on my spending list? The reason for which I wanted to do it before, is that reason still valid at this point in time? If it is, then you go ahead with your plan and continue your execution. If it is not, then you drop it and make a new plan. The second step in the reset process is the letter E, which stands for evaluation of your financial freedom fund. Most people call this your emergency fund. Make sure that you have 3 to 6 months of your monthly expenses all saved up in an emergency fund, or ensure that you're in the process of creating one. Have this in mind as one of your plans and ensure that you have it in place, because we never know. You never know what can happen, and God forbid that something happens, at least you're prepared with some expenses in place that you can keep up until you find something different or until you replace your income source. The third letter in the reset process is S, which stands for set a new financial goal. Your financial goals pre this crisis, you need to go back and have a look at them. Things may have changed, things may stay the same, but what are your financial goals right now? Have those goals stayed the same with this crisis, or have they now changed as a result of this crisis? Revisit your financial goals and check whether you need to reset them or you need to continue with them. If they are still what you want to achieve, then go ahead with them. And if they've changed as a result of this crisis, then you may also want to reset new goals and focus on achieving them. The fourth letter in the reset process is the E, which is finding ways of increasing your income. Whether it is asking for a salary raise or engaging in a side hustle, having a second stream of income or even multiple streams of income is not a luxury anymore. It has become a priority. It has become an absolute necessity. So think of ways that you can increase your income in one way or the other in order to meet this crisis. The last letter in the reset process is the T, and that is take advantage of income protection, whether that be life insurance or disability insurance or any other type of insurance that you know that you can put in place to protect your family just in case something happens to you. Try and ensure that you put some sort of insurance in place so that if anything happens to you, then at least your family, your loved ones are protected. They have something that they can fall back to if they're dependent on you for their finances. It is time to reevaluate everything and create a new plan. Press the new financial reset button. No matter where you are with your finances, take a look at everything and reset so that you could build a strong financial foundation. I hope you found value with this video. If you did, please subscribe and share this video with your best girlfriends. We also have a very good resource on our blog, mysavvyfinance.com, that will help you with the process of resetting your finances and what steps you need to take. Also, we have other resources like budgeting planners, as well as expense trackers and other trackers that you can use to make your financial journey easier for you. I wish you a very good day, and I'll see you on the next episode.